Hi everybody, and thanks for checking in. I am coming to you from a beautiful forest in somewhere about Moscow, Idaho. I'm not really exactly sure what the name of the forest is. I just kind of pulled off on the side of the road. Today, I wanted to touch base with you because as I was walking, a lesson that came to my attention a couple weeks back has been reverberating through my life lately and again today. So I thought it's definitely time for a share, worthy of a share. A couple weeks back, I had a day where two different people that are in my regular life peripherally. I mean, we cross paths every once in a while, but oftentimes it's not a very positive thing. This one day, both of those people crossed my path within an hour of each other, and neither interaction was positive. And this upset me. Because this is not the reality I like to live in, right? I am all about living in a peaceful and harmonious way with everybody that I come in contact with. So this is really upsetting to me. And so as I was pondering at this after our interactions, I decided to look back on my teachings and see what the lesson was that I was supposed to be learning from this. There was one, I just wasn't picking it up. So I dug through my bookshelf and I was drawn to a Thich Nhat Hanh book and to a particular page in that book. And the message he had to say on that page was, what are you watering, right? And what he's getting at is that your reality begins with a thought, right? And so we have a thought. It spurs action. It creates energy that we put out, which creates a ripple effect in the world around us, and then hence our reality, right? And so it all begins with a thought. And thoughts are just like plants. They're just like house plants. And house plants need water, love, nurturing, right? They need to be nurtured and watered for them to grow and thrive. And if you neglect them, they wilt and die. Thoughts are the same way. Thoughts need to be watered. They need to be tended to. They need nurturing and loving and presence from you. And if you ignore them, then those neural pathways, those thoughts, they will wither and die as well. If your reality begins with a thought, then what are you watering? What thoughts are you nurturing that is creating the reality that you're living? And it's like, right? So with both of these people, the reality that I was living with those people was not positive. It wasn't nice, and it wasn't what I wanted. And if I look back in my thought processes, there was definitely thought patterns, neural pathways that I was nurturing about them and our interactions in the past that were not positive. And so I flipped and I switched and I chose some neural pathways that are thoughts about them that were coming from a place of love. And I nurtured that. And I sat with that for a second. And I reached out to each person and shot them a message, just one simple message, coming from a place of peace and love, right? What I would like to see in my reality. And both people responded so well to that. And I got messages back reciprocating that peace and love. And it is actually that one switch in what thoughts I was watering changed the dynamic between both relationships, right? So it changed everything between us and how we relate to each other. Now, it didn't erase the past or nor get rid of some of the conflicts, but it did change the dynamic on how we relate to each other, and therefore the energy involved and that is radiated from each other, and made it pleasant and respectful and peaceful, and the reality that I choose to live in. So it was beautiful. What a beautiful result. And all I had to do was ask myself, what am I watering, right? What thoughts am I watering when it comes to this person? And that can hold true with people in relationships or just situations, right? If a day starts out and some days start out bad, right? And they're just like, things don't go well, and you are in a funk, and the whole rest of the day is going to pay the price for that funk. You can definitely stay in that neural pathway and that thought pattern and project that funky attitude and get it right back from the universe and have a shitty rest of your day. You can do that. That's an option. Or you can ask yourself, what thoughts am I watering about my day, and how can I make that shift so that I end this day better than I started it? And just simply by making that shift, paying a little attention to a more positive, peaceful, loving thought pattern, something that you want to see in your reality manifest out of this day, that shift happens. And then that reality happens. And again, it doesn't erase what happened, and it doesn't change some situations, but it does change the energy that you're putting out into the world, and therefore it does change what energies you're getting back from the world. Okay, energy attracts like energy, and you do have some control over the life that you lead and the reality that you lead, so that you experience. I know not everything's in our control, but it is not what's given to you. It is what you do with it, right? That's your choice. Wise words. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I am humbled and honored to be on your journey, and thank you so much for your valuable time. I appreciate it. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. Always, 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 always. And I will come back to you next month from yet another beautiful location. In the meantime, take care, my friend, and enjoy this blossoming, gorgeous autumn. Bye now.